ya so no se feko no ya ken ka de mam se prem to breka se po ense mi twa no ho e wo neat 100.9 okay 101.7 yenyina no shape house and crying abeka jansen ne butuo na ukopie mu asante mantem mo yenuanom hello 101.5 fonsu kura kasegbo mu e wo asante mantem mu any radio stations akasegbo mu kura mu no omodo so papa Ghana e na monone wonyina e bo makasegbo yi eduru abobo ano na ukopie mu e wo social media no so a na wako Facebook no so peace 104.3 kasebo ne live ubenya bia hwe wutie no adwen kyerɛ nso obetimi da fa ho no bebere pamu no ya gibre na ya kenkan edi amaw kasebo mu aseda no enko emfa emma Osons chemist and eboye na kasebo yi ye de ababe sumwo this way chocolate drink ne ohia no o say no a ene wunsu ohie eno nso eka ho be special range of drinks best point best assurance wunyina eka ho ena prem to breka siboyi ye kenkan ede amamwo na MTN 4G enso eka ho bi MTN 4G plus wo hia network ebebo na social media so dwumadi akwa wano a MTN 4G plus opie monten so na akwakope MTN tebonet ni bi na wato say adwuma mu say efie ebebo ma internet so dwumadi no akwa wano fast pa ede amawo Suzy Herbal Center ede CB men capsules abadwa so CB women capsules so ewudwa so CB soap enso ewudwa so na epena unity say ne de amanfo na nti esimoni ense se ka kire ebe pa ebe something which is dey bibie ho no mo ka shegbe mensuru onya CB soap na before na nti ebe boa ma na nti ebe smooth burunya busumi ni epe no ebe koboko wa bra wo na nti onkonya wa ha bia ewo ho Levels Herbal Limited the Levels Natural Capsules abadwa so Levels Natural Capsules ye memedru oba so no mu ye nti be ma wa ye mre wo mpam wo yare won so a won ti aposisi ogotodwe usire mu nyina na kwa something which is the wuntimi nyina wona so mbo adwuma wo hia Levels Natural Capsules Budget Cash and Carry the Blue Jeans energy drink abadwa so wo ye adwuma hode na kofo mu be hia energy drink ye papa na mekanfo de ama wo ye Blue Jeans energy drink we ni nyuma ekura ya se prem to bereka se boyi ye gi adwa ye kenkan de ama wo na nsem ye beto dwa prem to breka segbe mu bi ene se
Kani Youth Organizer Edema Diaspora Wing New Patriotic Party no say gina mu say aspiring parliamentary candidate Manson Kwanta Baton Peso no Professor Emmanuel Pomboaje eye boachi yadom de akọ ama emebunu say yo momfa ho nhye aye amanyosem say ne be ye betimi aboa o my Ghana nsompontiosem
Bako for the dim ya kromu nye de ne sai sunti lawyer ama blay opinion ehwe ne musa ade hia wo second beto abade ama no NDC amanyuko ne di mu nipa dodo e wo second wonyina du ompanyin fio so no akwakwa wonyina adoye
na DC krache de ma bibia ni anwea so be kwa Mercy Kropon Assembly won munyamfo Polando wo de ato emebunu e na empanifo anim se wo mommo mode no monhwe se asasesem ho manso sem de o metwe mo afrim na se bibini a ya no ene ye de kan enya se kan ene ye de kan
offense no from na se bedwani ene ni DC krache abwana akwakọ piem na batom piso so wona wadi dem ene madodo na akwakọ chede ambo mo se wonso mwe na wo fandi bronya
na kaseboyi eye afimu no ye share afimu no ase no free January bosome de bepem February bosome so ye bebo modern na no so ya botofa ensemo edi akotene wo ye kasebo mu no eno so yato de amawo wo ye kasebo yi emu ye ne ye kenkan de amamo ye me na na ama akomaje nimbu aten ene
Sadat Mohammed
ye share ensem no ase ne ye share ensem no ase dia eye Kane Youth Organizer Edema Diaspora Wing New Patriotic Party no anse gina mu se aspiring parliamentary candidate Manson Kwanta Baton Peso no Professor Emmanuel Pomboache yadom ene wode afutu akode ama mabunu no wachire mu a wose se mabunu no bebo omode na so omapusu om ho na ne wo mo ayo omadwen so om de om ho be hye eye amanyosem a edi mu yie mu a ni nyina ne yade ebetimi aboa na wo mo ekwa abre ana so om anyinyini wa amanyosem a wo mo efri mu abre no sa mabunu kro na timi aba betietie om na mu na timi nso ahye eye amanyosem mu kena wachire mu se mabunu ne twe om de fri mu aya na ema amanyosem no enhye da enye desa ena mpanifo ni so film ni ye nya enipatitiri wa omo ye mabunu omo ni mu de efa amanyosem ho amfa omo na ya mama mesi won mo enamu a wanhwe yi a amanyosem na ebedu baabi no enya de ebedu mpempenso a ya presi ye benya no enti aya won mo nhwe se won besua ne wo so omo sua de fa amanyosem hu bia na won so atimi atiati mpanifo na won mo firi ho no anamomu na nioma nyina so atimi akoyie ensem wo de tudwa ebra wo kwa submit ne nomination form a wo de hwe so obetimi apre na NPP primary so mdo tintim so de January bosome de to so aduonu nso no ono so akoprediti no wagina mu e de ama NPP amanyuko no
ye ba ha ye gina party regional officer na ye boko me say party mpanifo yewura Justin Kodia ene ye papa Steven Ayensun team ene na bi mpanifo a omukuta party am say ebraso ene o ma bi akwanya ma ye say wa opese wo san so party no ene ukroma ubetima fa a friend is forms na onso aba be pre akwanya no se be ya ubetima som wo man enti anwumre de ba ya sa pepepe na me so me ko fa me forms na me de ba a kire se my ready se me som me man manson kwanta constituency for se be ya o man no betima fa entima fa agina na so.
Any a former youth organizer, Diaspora Wing, and New Patriotic Party, or not say aspiring parliamentary candidate, Manson Quantaba Tompeso, Professor Emmanuel Pomboachi Yadrom, Nene, and no Yamani Bofo, or Hine Brenya, Hello FM, and I didn't send me ever dying.
Branya Busumi, I abosume Sunko, Deka Christo Yesu, now war, new woo, and an sorry. Esa ya boso mesrum kwa ye kire odo ye gina so na ye de achade bakofo didi mia kromunya denti lawyer blame nyameke ama openyene hwa ni mu sade che wo sekendi ye beto no soba ND samonyo kodidi mu na wakwa gina wona mu e wo mrase bedwafie openyene afa ato no so mpenifo bia wonyina do wo mpenyin fi so wo sekendi nipa be apem ne 1500 wakwa che mu e da ma wonyina ene 5 kg bag no bako mpem bia no 2000 wakwa che de amo mo se won so wonje na bronya bosumi nipa dodo na edidi no won so won hu ni nipa bi adwene wo ho na emboa no mbronya busumi entumi enhyema openyine ka sai mu no na wo kirim se Ghana fo nyina no mpebro no atete so nkuru atete so no yemboa kakra sanse enya de abankwa betumi aye so wodidi na onya wo nche na wo mani bidi ebeboa embo my Ghana mpunto ye hwe ni mu no yensa timi aka wodo ebekwa ni mu a mpunto ni asumdwe so befa ne ntoma pa edi efra
nti mototosre awona wo bi no o mayemboa awona wonyi bi na awon so bronyi onam da afi wakwa pro wakwa wabotu yen bio no ode ye nyame aye ye da nyame ase na ye genyinje na ode ye nyame aye ye da nyame ase ntai na ye wo bi no o me mboa anwana wonyi bi na wonso bronyi wonwachi na sentra mama mo no oni de afi biara oya da meye for the past 3-4 years but menya no dodo dem esisiara ma be peace no me gina me sekuni ye sekuni no mpuntu se sekuni le tietia oya me haw sekuni re bra oya me haw
lawyer blame nyameke ama openyene hwa ni musa de chewo sekendi beto no soba na wakosi wona namu obrese bedwafie nene ene twegwe na mpanyifo bi a adoye bi so wonso ebi nso ene sentrefo kasaya wo chirim sa adoye a lawyer ama ayede amomo no wodani age hopopo pa na be yemfinhia miensa ni die ene afe no kwa apuro bia wonim se anya hwe kra no lawyer be ma wo mo ne anwa a wodi ebedi bronya na afidie no adutwam wonani aso
maybe so few neriye but me and nature now couple will look after what you are doing and yan so you ha mama ide ye jemu na na yakọ osin ye mbom payment ya couple no tempai bopa nkan kan ye de safo ya no ten ye mpai bopa nti o me yan kan
ipa wo pe but nyami wa mo wan be ma na adu compare de e fa de me said na assembly man mo boni ti yan fa ni ye example ye sikentu nya skade but ontu nya di ni na
adoya lawyer amable ya ye de amampanyifo bia wo sekendi wona adoye bi so wonso ebi ne ena etwagu yi apia dankwa Rock FM na manebo enie
na DC Krache ede ma bibia ni anwa so bekwa Mexico Assembly no yomunyam for Paul Ando na wodi afutuo akọ ede ama empanifo eye mamifo empanifo babafo empanifo ena afeyi nso ye wo mo ya assembly members asabe ya to aba ede ayi wo nyina sese eba no asase semu manso semu a ayo mo modern no mo hwe so betena se no mo atwe so adwen no afa afande afa ho na wo mo apenipo masibre sense ebi a wo betwe asen mu dawira na akwakodru mu wo court kura na efeyi ebetwentwen assembly no nedwumadie ensem wase wose saa bi pepepe na esiye se wo behwe a Mexico Assembly ai no eye bibia ni anwa so bekwa Mexico Assembly no wose be se mfinsha podpod mienu na wonu mugusu a atwen assembly dawire wo court saa enti mensini no eye wo mo budget yank wo betimi edi dwumadie no eye sikanka wosank wo mo ejeje wo eye oman mu ho no mo anase wo no famu ho no mo internally generated fund no wo mo ensa entimi ankampo na nkantom so omo nya bibi mpo no omo de akbo mensi kropon assembly no ho ebra ne dwumade ensem ni nyina no eyade aya mpempi no ano etwentwen eye assembly ne dwumade ensem wasinti sa asem ba wo mo hwe se wo mepo ne poma sibra sen so omo betwe asem no mutan na akwakopiemu wo court na fei e de ohaw bebre no ababeja mensini ne so.
Presiding member issue it may draw assembly no almost 1 or 2 years assembly no equal court eno mu nyina am assembly ni da ho pan na entimi nye me no ka say budget no mu nyina no ekoye bibia na ewo ho because na assembly no entimi approve ya IGF assembly bi ani ho a ebetimi atumpon wabla IGF no yenya no ebetimi am assembly na konanim enim say this assembly common fund no de quarterly na eba eno so no ene intime nye bibia eno ne ma eye aconsider ma assembly no minim ye say sia na yanya new assembly members no if he says am intime ho ase any court issues no ebi NCBO
na enu achi wasanso eto aso e de asedasonko ekoye de ma omra hye bedwani onumunyamfo Alfred Obenboaten ochirema wose wonenam mompa watu e de aprempuntuo sem ewo empatem honum ne yade so omani yie pa na wasanso tutosere ne se manentin na ewo ne nyuma pa wo preso Mexico Pan Assembly no anase mpesoa no ebenya na wonhwa sempuntu dwuma no bekosoa no wapre e de amom se ne be ya wo monso kankro no ebetimi afa ne ntoma pa efra
ye MP Honorable Alfred Obenboaten enim say na assembly no sebe na aya incapacitated no entimi nya ne ho hwe no MP no bo ne ho modin yie etimi ye no ma bi a ebetimi aboa aso eye mansin nipa no mu asene ye besere no ya bompaye amano say tamri ya osa akọ eye primaries na ope the next term no ni nyuma pa oyeye no ebedi na chi na oba so a oba beto aso na woni assembly no akan bom na nia ebetimi aye no ya ne kese aseni a eye de ye dikan ye no ye se ba nusu a emia ye nim ye se ye next assembly na ye benya no ye be so na asene na ono so aso ye asene
Bibiani anyaso bekwa Mexico Pan Assembly no DC Kracha wada wo ma no munyamfo Polando ne eno no yamane bofo ewukuado Western North Region ene de nsemi ebedan
Onumunyanfo Collins team may offensive north from Rasi Bejani. Na Brunya yeshe hu fan Onumunyanfo and offensive north DC Krachi. Onumunyanfo Abet Sefa Boampona Kawon Toma Pam ho Sebi wana wadi demo offensive north or kwako nyina aye akodi nyina Brunya Sebi. Na nema bia o cheye edemo mo mo anwa konkomu nam entade na nema dodo na. Na Onumunyanfo Collins team ne sentrofo kasa no na wochirim se. Se na tro konkron ne kaye no wosi nhyira ene wona wo hu mobrofo mobo na wona Nyankopon be hu mobo. We ni fapumti a oh yes, I civil
society and only people who are said their first one house and then actually from my side mommy if you want it was
Offensive now from Rasi Bejani with Munyanfo Collins in team ne ena etwegu yi na opanyine ka sa akire no offensive now for DC Krachi with Munyanfo Abet Sefa Boampon enso ekasa ya odi bi episo
Nyankopon do me aba civil association meeting ewo offensive now civil for association but you are more offensive now ne o ma bi sia ewo and everybody so ya so mu plan and ya sound so much process if you I don't want to Nyankopon dey tell you mo kan se omo mai omo penifo na penifo ho ya so na what you say because you can't be so good and just because you so good when you differently able when you able to work so and you know that time when you able and don't know what you are not man here jump so na
Offensive North DC Krachi with Munyanfo Abet Sefa Boampon ne kasa akire no wona wadi dema doye won saka bie Offensive North won titenani owura Paul Kwabenafusu enso wogina ne nuanu nyina na munani sonsem oda na di sei
ye papa Abet Sefa honorable DC Offensive North ne se ebiada na se yen so wadwene ye ho na wababe adoresi e de amaye ene nyame amaye yisra ntra ne sɛ honorable DC eba no ɔne yewura minister of the ana waba enti ɔno so ɔde na kyɛde aba bepi so enti yɛ ka ne sɛ minister so yɛda na se pa sɛ ɔno so de na yɛ de aba bepi nia yewura DC ayɛ yɛnso ayɛ tuo no yɛnso ni tuo no ani de enti thank you very much for gra no otwa enti ni enyema
Wana wadi demo wo offenso no fadoya offenso no from resi bedwani orumanyanfo Collins team wadi DC Krachi orumanyanfo Abeta fa bo amponko ye wo wana wonsa kan bi wontetena ni owura Paula kwabenafo so ene gina wada namu ansemi wadi etu edwa yebegina we so na madwenkyire bi a mode abakasebo no so yakenkan de amamo ye ba yebehya ahome so na yasa be kenkan ni aka e de amamo na afi ensem bi etodwa afi no munyina ni mu hwam na editie yesimu so master planner junior kentampo ne de e na me de ifira so magana fo nyina fishapo especially lawyer Jerry Ahmed incoming MP Wejagbawe na Ekuamo Aboaten Ablekuma Central Dr. Baumia is breaking the 8 also ono so magana fo nyina fishapa Owura Lawrence Ajinsem CEO Ghana Exim Bank was so mo fishapa papa na wujina Hemalo wa denchira emrasi bedwa dibre no wose omawo etire enkwa Robert Yeniase onso de no mantima mbodi ni ya na odi acheme osi peace of madwuma efo nyina wo mayi nyina good afternoon mayi nyina fishapa upper west mantemu na ndom na wo se kaseboy ayedeja wutie ede afri yaw saben enso edie nie wo fa yaw saben ka chiri kwada so market wo se onumanyamfo Alfred Oben Boating Nankopon inshira papa na piece of matiefo nyina so o mamu nyina afisia pa Richard Nelson enso edienie o sini pa ba ko pe ne betimi aboa na adehye wo aboa kwa south empunto ohwɛ nim no won satumi aka nipa no ene Dr. Kingsley Ajiman adehye wo aboa kwa south about duru so a Dr. Kingsley Ajiman monkai no na monto aba emfa ema no ko mensa pillar 2 o sise ne Isaiah 60 verse 22 eka no o se brepa no ebeba na me Nyankopon brepa no duru ho no mu a mema nya mo hwɛ nim no sa atumi aka o si Dr. Baumia ni birenie enchia enkoma Owura Lawrence okumkom Ajinsem incoming MP Hemalo wa denchira orumanyanfo Gloria Usu incoming MP Trobo o si munyina no enchia soronko enko emfa emamo na Yusuf Sulemana o si good Yusuf eda wase papa Richard Nelson enso edie no o si Dr. Kingsley Ajiman incoming MP Obokwa South o si opinini Nyankopon enka ho papa nkunimdie no nso so no se ne siti bia na beko edi amawo Akwa Bisco GH enso die nie takwansu ayim wo se one de ne mra se bedwani onumanyanfo George Mirikuduka ene ancha soronko wode Emmanuel no mana fisha person so onumanyanfo George Mirikuduka wo bo adwuma papa Lampre Ken Rashid enso de ne Michel Camp na Lampre butu ne na wo se wono so o magana fo nyina fisha pa especially o mampanyina be de chire His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bomi akwa kusha ebu sahwebo ako wo se yan kan chire MPP na do say kasa na ayeyie ye hia nnwuma o kasa dodo a na waye adwuma na kasa nnwuma ente akire die sabi emfaso bia eniso kwakusha ibu enso die ni esahwie oso no ofiri ya odi ebetum o Enesco kwasi sei enso se Enesco fashion matayeko Accra na wutie kaseboyi edi afiri ye be home kasebo no so ye badwo nkyira ka akire no ye be kan dia mama na enu akire ne nsem bi etodwa afinu mu nyina
adin wodwa license wo Mr. Q ni bi wo ha fam mi bi why my wife do aguma ni mu ase no Mr. Q dey say take it easy. As a woman, how can I take it easy? Ojam, Mibusa, a mass saying, and Mukunum, Atoka, my woman. Nema Kotoka, and Monogam, after Nipa Dimechi, Ebe show. Woman, if Robana Noa, and yet ye, Copet, Dream, Mr. Kuni Bibanum, Nami Husa, may your bar. Now, my body no be firewood, a true dear here, and no one say, why am you said you sure to what was sort of call? Ojam, would you know you? Is that a petchapa? Naso Banus would come. How? Woman, you arrested the Padina, and I say, it when I know the house of firewood. You Kunlun Ghana Limited at Aroma. What did Mr. Q? Abbey. I didn't know what's out of Bani come did ya woman. Say what you say? Jibikonum, a sa wako herba, chemical, and a pharmacy. Do also and wako Kunlun Ghana Limited, East Legon, a Champion Junction, and answer for 0244 139 176 and 0204 139 176. Thank you. Because you must say I like that.
FD Ashusha sa ejedi enkra to yimu adia to muse eye.
So wakoma ho hyehyew
and I bought periperi, the Bronican heartburn one. At the end of the Sawoye, that's how we am so Timsway.
Weber packing a farmer, Martin's liver salt, Chakway and Tem, as she and Shagu glass more at a Martin's liver salt, no back one, no dear goom.
Uber who say, who a glass in the moon, no one no. Martin's liver salt, you want orange flavor, and a bacosia plain.
One more, Hobato, Nemum Edina, no, now Hunter War, who doctor.
Happy delightful Jew. Swashilala, swashilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we ain't a bread and fifi. Most of free man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. I come out to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what the chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby, I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delighted. One different flavor. Different size. You number 1 liter. Number from NG 150 and 250 ml.
A baby will healthy life shows on your supermarket.
Happy life juice, loaded with taste.
We know that when you get plenty on us, you like it like that. Plenty action, plenty drama. Plenty footy.
World class.
Plenty slam dunk.
Wins the game at the buzzer.
Plenty touchdowns. Because when you get plenty, it feels so good. The best entertainment on us. So dial *759# to stay connected to DSTV and get plenty on the move with DSTV Stream.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knobs.
Ghana this year mamunyana kwa basumdwe fie Peace 104.3 na masugu so amutie prem to breka se bo na ye kenkan edi amamwo for ye dri eye end of year in review ensem bi etodwa afinu munyina ni mu ohwam na editie na yaje bra ye bobo so bako edi amamwo wie be kenkan bi anwumere ya kenkan bi ochena wie kenkan bi anwumere kenkan bi ye tunu sere ne abasa kakra sa kusi se ensem etodwa afinu munyina no ebe yi nyina afiri ho no na ya kaka ye ho na ye shase dia opepon bo so me January de ene di frase se Ghana fo beka ya afia shase ene ndi samonyuku ni ye nsesa e wo kandifo mu e wo mrase badwafie na ndi samonyuku ni ma wo santimanta mu munu ye wati kokum wodwa wo se wo mpene so nne enam so ma santimanta mu titina ne de ma ndi samonyuku no owura Augustus Andrews na nakwesi egbo wonyina no ho ba so wonka na koma fanto no embu mo mabisa de no ndi samonyuku no betu ho na mo e de amo mo
Moya miza ebusafo ya diagupondi esremo ya party no ewo ensiseye empanifo eden ewom ya beka chamu se dia ehamo no wo dia eden aba yaso ya behwe se eba kodi ye national executive mo kono ya pamucho yempese ye behu se mukoye basabasa ye bia ewokrom because mukọ na mukoye basabasa na muto aban emra aban ene mu be de ebedi
edema ndi samonyuku no ewa santimantamu owura Augustus Andrews na nakwesi nene ene twagu ansami betodwa afia hyase eye opepon bosome no emu
na January boso me kro no emu nso owura Vitus Azim nso ensem bi ekoye edema Reverend Victor Kusibuaten no no eka National Cathedral trustees no anase board of trustees no ebeto odwa se sika bi afanesase no ye 2.6 million na North Tom Rashe bedwani onmonyamfo Samuel Kujota Blackwa baba tu dwa na no na owura yi press release bi ba abonten a oba be yi ne ho ano na so asasem no wankyerechire mu yi amfa nkyere Ghana fo na owura Vitus Azim koye ma ne se nko hu ya engono angasa bojebre ma press release no no ato ne bo no kyerechire nsem yiye pa de fasika no de kyere Ghana fo na press release na obe release ye ne de na say emfaso papa bi anim.
If you have been accused of doing certain things that are not right, you should be denying those things, explaining why you should not be held responsible or why you think you have done nothing wrong. But you don't look at the individual involved or try to give it a political twist. I think that is not satisfactory. So his release hasn't changed the situation from my perspective, from my understanding of it. Because if you don't want to make a comment at all, don't issue a press release. But if you issue a press release, you are even trying to influence the investigation by saying that it is politically twisted. If you think that making comments would influence the investigation, then you shouldn't have made any comment that would already show that the allegations have a political thinking.
Anti-corruption campaigner Ora Vitus Azim Nene Enono.
Na Sabria no chochorofo Edman National Cathedral Board of Trustees. Reverend Victor Kusibuati ne beto odwa so opinion de nsa nifa gisi kafira ban ho no mo a no de binkum na sa age e de ahye wono ankasa ne botom na North Tom na se bedwane onumunyanfo Samuel Okudja to abla kwa ye nhwehwemu de fa homa ne bede adi no anso ho no mo a onumunyanfo Samuel Okudja to abla ka esa achiro krata de koma ahyira agempinifo se ensem na baye omunsom na mundom osiko
contractors mobilization omotua JNS 2.6 million and some omotua rebade for the minimum say omuna omoye project no Omona Omo executive since March 14, 2022, 10 months now no Omo abandoned project because Omozi are buying Omo workers Akofi Omo terminated the agreement with their workers. I was curious, minimum rebate Omo no more contractors. JNS Omo for him. I started investigate. And I mean who say from the incorporation documents may cause secure later no. Me who said there are 3 directors, Johannes Eshen and Johannes Eshen, Sheila Eshen, Omoye Obinenekro. The 3rd director, Kwabna Edujin.
North Tom Rasebedwani Urumunyanfo Samuel Okudja to ablakwa nene eni twegu ansami beto dwa afia hyase eye opepon bosome no emu
na sansem kroya no fa National Cathedral kroya ho no Rasebedwani de man North Tom abato pesoa eye Urumunyanfo Okudja to ablakwa de na no tumu a kire se ene ye wode na no esi Reverend Victor Kusibuaten ho keka nsem bebre na sika sam afa ne sase na de na nsem bebre no ena Ghana de hye so no so wuduabo Edia bada we antichrist and now ya sambalat and Tobias edia ben so no and was me oh dabi na me my Sunday school teacher akura pen you dabi me ntimi ntwa ntroza.
We all have to do that. Yes, say your support yen na ya Christopher me obetumi abisa Professor Michael Kwe 7 parliament time bia oka say na me ya me Sunday school teacher say on to me background now I hand you over the jumane to me John Baptist Church me call presec me be vice president of the Scripture Union. Enti the Omo Council Antichrist, Tobias, Sambalat, menya atheist, menya Antichrist. I believe in that God has a place in the affairs of men.
Any ayeti am Rasebedwani de man of Tom abaton pesoano Urumunyanfo Samuel Okudja to ablakwa.
Se Ghana for beka ya fia sha se opepon busumi mu ena ban pow domestic debt exchange program ho ntoma yes so de ba be boabo sika no de aboam o my Ghana sika ho nsem afa ne ntoma pedi efira na domestic debt exchange program ho nsem sori na donkuma ne se ehe ne ha yempene so ne o kina so ka ho ma ban fa san seseye no enya adwuma o my Ghana mu na sa abre no donkuma ba no dani Urumunyanfo Haruna Idrisu ena gina donkuma na namu a o kasaye
that we in the NDC, the minority group, calls on President Nana Addo Dankwa to immediately suspend the ongoing debt exchange program. It is already failing and promises to be a failure. He should suspend the initiative and engage in deeper consultation and allow for greater transparency in the initiation, adoption, and acceptance of whatever remedies we collectively may agree to in order to save Ghana's economy.
Afia Shasia Domkuma no bano deni Urumunyanfo Haruna Idrisu ena sabre no ugina domkuma na namu ansemi wodi etuja na ne kasa eche no penyina okasa edema ND Samonyukuru no lawyer semi jemfisu kasa edi tuja sa aban se na ototo Ghana sika ho nsem ne ye ka kire wo se Ghana sika no ebebo nti hweye wamfi na o free play na o ye de ene Ghana sika ho nsem ato apia o de den domestic debt exchange program oba se nipa embassy ye njinto
Oman penye kufuado ne ba omi aben yi betra so no omuhu se bosia bo ho e wo faso emfaso na no mani wo so no nye emfaso a oman Ghana benya film ne mum de omo ene wo ma ene wo na busua ne wo nanfo e benya film na no mo re enti omo bebo bosia no bebre basa amene Ghana ye ka na asa December 2016 NDC fra konya so na ye 120 billion no ene etwem 500 billion. Bosia because Emrebia no mobeko amansen just akwa bosia the friend Eurobond no. Na eyo mo ankasa companies any di animu. Ekoje bosia na ma o my Ghana. Eje ho commission. nti ɔmo boro enka egu ɔman ne so na ɔmo enye mu faso ɛno na ene ama Ghana ye ka na kwa kodu mpɔmpɔn so a yitua enye yie.
Lawyer Semije mfi ninini ensabi betodwa afia hyase eye opepon bosome no emu.
Na January bosome kro no amu no pani kwanhwefo a oda student loan trust fund ano na nakwaku eje yebo a enso edensem bi tudwa a wo kyeremu se eye student loan trust fund no eyade a adesuafo be se 70,000 ena kyese wonmo enya so mfaso a eno no eye 2022-2023 academic year no na woni ama ne bofo Patricia Sefa Fisher twetwen komo sa abre no wodi etudwa se ye aban no san yi guarantor requirement ni nyina efri ho no no eyade a asan so aboa ma adesuafo dodo no anso abasa adwumedie ne so bia ebetimi aboa enhumasua ensem nso
2023 any dash on say once a few she said the free SHS ye nuanom ne ye mane ye no say the omusi e pass here anti omu twa pa anti enim say dodo no ano omu beje busian e konanim anti ye any dash on say nipa be 70,000 e be ba be busian bi.
Any ayati pani kwanhwefo e the student loan trust fund nana kwaku eje yeboa yamane bofo Patricia Sefa Fisher ono na ebo abo ansem ya no e de ma yesa abre no
afi ya chase opepon busumemu e na domkuma no mrasebedwafo dodo na abo abo ho no ye ne say fotosanfo no manyamfo kenu furato panini wombo number ne modern bon so ani kuma mposei edi ntiro mampanini enhwa ne to ase akonwa na dom kese no so emma bidi wo ho gimu na saabere no mampanini bo ma no ho ba se munim se kenu furata museme mpamo ni ono ase ne edi Ghana nim IMF bosia akwa enti muntwen sika ne bawie a mepam no afen su kurampo no saabere no ye kwakodi bronya enti miyenkodi bronya ne nwie na yesi afe 2023 mu a mepam no bronya na atwam ama bronya foforo asa aba urumanya fo kenu furata eda so ekuta ne dibremu na sabri atwam ni December bosum atwam ni bisa Ghana fo bi say o man penyin say yenkodi bronya mbro na muso musai
nsi say the feri the o ma feri Ghana fo.
It's a waste of time. I'm speaking on behalf of the MPs because I'm not sure the president actually wants to do anything about it. So maybe they been working around him with his demeanor and all the things that are going on. They just realized that it will be a waste of time. Because up to now, we are
2023. You see, when we see changes, we have them. Intinema, one team can be
enu antina omuso ayedin nti kase ayedin say my disappointed
ebia na de no baba abontin che
because the omo no my mistake omo ngasa omo usa de omo ye faso bia ni so omo pepere omo ho no omo ye
Ghana fo bi e na opepon bosumi mu no wo kire won adwen wa bere omo mpanyin bom na sibedwofo ano ho ba se onkodi bronya mra na okodi bronya ne ba kenu furata obepam no e na Ghana fo bi kire won adwen sei e de fa ho so bi beto dwa afia hyase eye opepon bosumi no emu.
Na NPP amanyoko no so eyom presidential primaries na wo de eba be hyehyɛ so ani omu bi apono to ho no mo mba be fa nomination prese ye beto omu so aba na wo motu franka de amanyoko no eyade a political science lecturer Dr. Bonsu Osewusu enso ekasa ye edefa ho na wo kyeremu a eye kane suafo na wo hwɛ adwade nsɛm so oru alankwadwo kyermanten na wono so eka wo mu a no wo prese beto omu so aba na esi ahenefo be mo mutumi no motu franka de amanyoko no ho enkaifo bi nso ka no wo do ye pa ne bebe se de wo honom ne so ne wo mo so ade ba bedru enum wo kyeremu se wo mo ana wo mo ka wonom de wo mo nim se enya de wo mo dru ba bia wo mo nanu ndru bunu mu eye oru alankash pe na che se na ogina ese wo betimi enya franka no atu de amomo na eno ho nsem no woni yama ne bofo salamat kuku apentil na eche
yeah also politics there eto da bia obi anim se contest na o kono enya de obetimi man wini lemo prepare for the future election. And this obvious contest, for me, a straight contest between the vice president and Alan Martin. These are the two main contenders. The flag bearer of the party.
Sada so say ewia teteche mampro papa ye ka say sabre watina nanom wonse do enso ne ne da ho num ya ye nka abusuan ya ye mabusuan ya akọ fa ne kransie ye pa political science lecturer kan political science lecturer ene de odumankwa wuo ede ne nsam nwunwunu ato ne so Dr. Bonsu Osewusu wono ene na yete ye
Afia Shasia and a Ghana for the Rona no ehunu say. Any you may could do now or my mua or more bow quibri to mu say quiet saying so galam say or say Ghana Japadie. Na Ghana for draw not meeting one sa edit you may quire from Akan mines so. I'm so I'm a one when I said this way mu esumua na oye mu ehwemu. Na branhwemu no ko so na Ghana man penina na danko akufado ebe kasa yetirim se won jindi sa Akan mines so bo Ghana for de ebo adwuma kuyi se o mu sei so mu se kwaya no ne kure bia wum. Na Ghana man penina se mo kan yi ene enka ne Ghana man penina John Dramani Mahama ekoko pie mu social media so Facebook akọchwa de to ye so man penini enu kwa so yes penini nyesa na adwuma ekura ye bo omudin wona ye wona sede so ye mu hwehwemu wasom oye hwehwemu entu pie mu onte sna beka se enya no kura da sa Akan mines otu efuma gudu o maga na mu a na chese adwuma ekuo na o masom no opese o mu chi Akan mines ana opese oja o mu na ensem o enka ne ga na man penini ko chotu Facebook yi no na maje bere ma chechiri mu edi amamu yi ensem bi beto odwa afia asase ye eye opepon bosome no emu
January bosome krono mu mampani na adodanko akufuado Ghana PSA atigina ye na ne wode ensam to dwa ewo Anglican Church leaders anase Anglican asafo ne panifo na afi Christopher animu wo mantiasema Ghana mu na wokyeremu a wose yemfa oman no enkompa ibo mu yie pa ebra aban no so pressure sem penten kwate a ye na mu yesika sam agensrepe ne mpataku wo hwe so obetimi ama na sa gina ne na so biem na enwema nyina akoye di ama oman kronkro Ghana no yenhwe ne yemfa empire enter wo and some odi to dwa ewo eye clergy and attendees a won mo eba bepie mu ewo second annual presidential new year church service a ekoso ewo banquet hall Jubilee House.
30 years ago, we the Ghanaian people resolved to build under the Most High God a united nation grounded in democratic values and in the rule of law. I do not doubt our collective resolve, as I said on 6th January, to work our way out of these challenges and put our nation back onto the path of progress and prosperity. Let me, in conclusion, please strongly with the church to bear the nation and me continually up in prayers. As God's children, we may be tempted to allow struggles to define our worth. However, our ultimate victory is guaranteed. We may stumble along the way, but we will always, as Romans chapter 8 says.
Mampani na adodankwa ekufuado nene eno no nenu achire no Most Reverend Dr. Cyril Kobna Ben Smith, Primate and Afei Metropolitan Archbishop Church of the Province of West Africa and Archbishop Internal Province of Ghana wonom so edin nsemu tudwa na so wonom so din nsemu tudwa a wo kire mu se ye na mpente nkwatie mu de na nso onyankopon na humobro ene na yem ye no enya de wayi de from Kronkron Ghana so enti ye koyen kotodwa animu a yenkoso ensre ne nsemu inhira.
God's faithfulness remains sure for this our nation, despite the challenges and the times that the world finds itself. Your Excellency, your building of the National Cathedral is enough testimony of your devotion to God. And no matter the day says, it will happen. Let us keep faith with our President in all times. Times of old, times when new things will begin to appear. During these critical times, I wish to assure you, Your Excellencies, from Psalm 34, verse 7. And it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth around you as you fear him.
Most Reverend Dr. Cyril Kobna Ben Smith, Primate and Afei Metropolitan Archbishop Church of the Province of West Africa, Archbishop Internal Province of Ghana, wononene enono.
Afia Shasia and Assemblies of God as a four. Epa Reverend Dr. Steven Yenusum Wengam, say General Superintendent, the Masafono. Now, opinion any asafone madodo na kokopie mu e wo mampanyin na so a omotwetwe nkomo twetwe mu no e na Reverend Dr. Steven Yenusum Wengam bo mampanyin na ho ba. Say National Cathedral bansie no, Assemblies of God asafo omotaben achi pa.
Following you closely, we know today your church came here to come and pray and dedicate. We know you're a man of faith and surrounded by great people of God. To commend you also for the National Cathedral. For us as Pentecostals, we know very well the value of a temple. Solomon has gone into history as a wise leader and a great leader because he built a temple for God. And it's a symbol of faith and a symbol that signifies the unity of our faith.
Reverend Dr. Steven Yenusum Wengam ni eni ne kasa akire no mampanyini enso ema ne tirim kwa pa akirem se dibra Assemblies of God as afodasha and sanwonsom na wanya dwumaden.
The seat of the presidency of our country to Jubilee House. And to say how very happy I am to have you here. The most obvious reason for it is that your predecessor was and is a very good friend of mine. He's a man I have always had a lot of admiration for and have enjoyed a lot of closeness and indeed enjoyed his ministry very much. So to have you as his successor here in this office is a matter of joy for me. I want to congratulate you very much on your selection. Is it election? Yeah, in your election as the General Superintendent of this church, which is playing such a very important role in our country.
Ghana man penyin na redan kwa akufa don se me beto dwa afia sha se opepon busumi mu a na abena entry ene boaboa no
na January boso me kro no amu no e wa fiwe mu no e na kane suafo na ohwe adwadie ni mfididwuma nsem so onwonyamfo alankwadwo chairmanten wode to dwa se wiase sika krabia batan no ne World Bank e na afa Korean government no womo aka wom to mapama no so womo disikaboten no ne ye 30 million e na afa 150 million no ne US dollars yi e de baba be di dwumadie bi e de aboa sa ne be ya Greater Kumasi Industrial City e na afa Special Economic Zone Project ni nyina no womo ebehwe e de ayenti wode aresede ekoye e de ma asantehini otumfo se ditu abebi opemso se wosre womwa na project ni nyina no entimi emremu a ensem no sei e no de tudwa.
A landmark project which the Ministry of Trade and Industry has initiated with the support of the World Bank, which is the establishment of the Greater Kumasi Industrial City and Special Economic Zone.
Eni ayakotie ye kane suafo ana wo hwe adwadie ni mfididwuma nsem so onumonyamfo alankwadwo chairmanten
afia chase no na abaye ne se adwumafo ketio ha muchichemu aduasa 30% ene wode apiece wo na ensem beto odwa na chochorofo opanyini de Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Owura David Tenkran Chum ye kasede atudwa so ha muchichemu aduasa ketio ntumo no ewo fom papa na so weni bebo de enkatesi so a nkeye eni nti obesomu saa
Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association you can organize the bar and you know if you are any and shall see na ka ho initially no yes 60% in the air actually crown inflation yes the money most no yeah trick or 65% but you need to economy in normal cost no yes you need GP there about 30% sabe oko negotiation and the other cost ho no ana obenya oga say maybe 15 60 chance 50 na me pay pamba my yeah you see and just enjoy
Chochorofo edema Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Owura David Tenkran Chum nene eniye na ne kase akire no Professor Dr. Engineer Collins Ameyawo opinioni were President Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana opinioni so ekire na adwen
ojo be bia organized labor e sha se a 60% ya pima abanting de betini tia ni 30% enya ya gye hu no na efi se Oman na nyina ya chichire enti sawka se uji ni nyina na ochira oman ni gu a menya sure se ebebu aye nyina enti ya somsa na ni ebesre ani se ntanyifo aye yi omu se omo hwe oman ni tikasem so no se omotimi adinyama gu form.
Professor Dr. Engineer Collins Ameyawo opinioni ye President edema tutage ku no eno no so kire na adwen sei na ne kasa kire no opinioni a wono so da Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana no ye twanitia from CCTGH Ken Ali awudin so kire mu so ha mu tichemu aduasa ntumu abai wanyi waya na oyeboni ayefo
Coalition of Concerned Teachers here na organize ba mo negotiate here enye no na any da so there now so the best room say government side no so at the explanation the be by efa or minor and here for 30% we know a bear affected bibia away a pay for so now so kula 15% there 1 year and they at the first December 2022 in 30% we know say or 20% or calculate 30% no one that you know so no food be an inside the way I was calculating 30% you know I want to get you know June 2022 and sign a cool neighbor in July 2022.
President Edema CCTG Echikuno Ken Ali Awudu ena afia hyase opepombu sumi mu wadi nsemu yi eto eja opepombu sumi mu nsemu a emu ohwam na editie ena yabo ne tofade ama mo adwenkyire bia mode abano ye bawurom ne akenkan de ama no akire no bosumi eto aso ye besan akenkan no nso nsem bia eto eja ede ama mo adwenkyire a mode abakasebo no so no Kofi Ajiman Blackman enso edi ni se pek farm na wobutu na kasebo na yedeja wutie papa Emmanuel Senior ama enso se MPP 2024 Isha Allah hunkunimdie ne de MPP dia Chipanga Boniface enso die nie wo se ono no afisha pansem na enconfirm lawyer Daniel Kran Adom legal consult sunwane Colonel Kwajo Damwa NPP parliamentary candidate elect German South ene die no ode abapapa edoso uso munyina no omo afisha pa master planner junior Kentampo AK Kentampo BMW wo se Ghana fo nyina afisha pa komo bia na lawyer Jerry master planner sima kenkan ba ko so ho kenkan amanfo so de Leviticus Powers ka so enso de nie wo so no so afisha pa nsem enkomma penyina be de kire a woda koda no odumanyamfo anim odumanyamfo Anita Love bo Amisa ena odumanyamfo Mevisa wakomso no so munyina no omamu afisha pa Douglas Amo enso ne dia ba betumu AKA Kumasi asi odunketia wo sinyankopon enhira NDC ena JD papa DJ Omale enwayo sigoso ono so ne die nie wo so omo kasa ede ema parties no parties na MPP na NDC na DJ Omale wo kan wanka wo say across the country ba bibia wo say braso se mo ye adwumaden ede so MPP na omampenyini enso etimi ebo my Ghana DJ Omale wa yosi odie no mantiman kenkan dia na da cheme Master P enso die nie Master P se fishapa enko enfoma P se fuma dwumayfo nyina o se man sada teacher team no mame papa na o se fishapa sanko mo sikani Debra Wiafe o UK Janet Ajiman enso e wo London na House of DL fan club o UK nyina Master P se o chia mu nyina papa DJ Omale makenkan ba ko Douglas Amo makenkan ba ko Pedro wa Madina Cruz was the person metie for me munyina ha o Abdul Karim political speaker enso se wanchi zongo no butu akasebo no ayedeja Derek Aite enso so cha obia so akwamte so so mu bia fisha paneti tru ene Mercy Akwa Emmanuel Akwa wo Connecticut USA bridge mamu so akwamte so ene dia no so betu mo Virgin Chaimensa e wa akrokre wono so se kasebo no ayedeja DJ Omale makenkan ba ko Abbas Zakari so mu bibia fisha po mu bibia ha Baroski asesrewa was it 2024 election no MPP or when in hands down you could chop cry at the MPP Mad Lion half hwidie mu was so no se besre Ghana fo nyina se wonya gidie e wo mampena na do dan kwakufu ado ne na be die Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia mu na edin se den kura ebetumi ayemre e mana yi Lawrence Boachi aka we fa cheme asenua asore nkwanta wo se be Unity Oil filling station no wo se MPP de best political party e wo Ghana wo gina so no ma Ghana fo nyina fisha pa ne titiri ni lawyer George Opon Kwabiri East emrase bedwani ugina so be Kwabiri East emrase bedwadi bire no se nchasoro nko enko emfa emana ankoma first of all say yiribi achimansa wo se nyina no ye kan ehubo mu a ene ye betimi aboa ma Ghana fa no ntuma padie fira papa na wono de wosra ban se ebakwayo aban fa sikanshim ankoma firster wo se aban fa sikanshim na betimi aboa Lawrence Boache makenkan ba kon e wo soro no mo dada ye betwe ho aba ye ba na okay ene yembonwura se opepon de ne yewie enti yembonwura oje fo bosumi mu February nsem bi etodwa emu nhwam na editie na yembo ni tew emfa emamo oje fo bosumi no na penyine kwankyerefo a woda Despite group of companies are no tikesi awi age itire so daipa Dr. Ose Kwame Despite onyan finisha no polepole edwesa ba ko 61 years na openyini se ba ko fo didi mia okurumu nya de ntino no nko an hye ne fie an we krakase amfa ne nsam buru na furu so ansere okokopie mu we nka ne Ghana mampenyini John na Jokum Kofo fie a avihia pai anase na wodai wono mampenyini enka ne mampenyini ko hye ho fa
aban hu hia aban dia ne se broni se framework Aban set framework or the regulations. Nam say, Yanyan is a Bianan and who didn't show Bino or Bunkam near Unia who didn't watch your fan so. I know the Anyani Bui. Nemo one Yamiamo Bibi. Now bet me be now the mra minor mra beshe. Wo na wo be investment near with the employment near the beba. Na enam say wo de wani so ade ehunu. Da yeso ne bia mu bosia wabo de ye mfaso nti so na wo ye adwuma no. Wo be ama adwuma no the disciplines near ade work ethic no. Wo be hwa ama mfaso na ba. Na mfaso no ba na wo say cost invest no. Na adwuma no tre. Ya so na ka ya kwa brechire ya kwa America. Sa na America ne ya brechire ne achechire no. China for hunu sa akwani mfia duasa asa aduana mpeni no.
Akan Ghana mampanyini John Najekumkufo ne eni twagu nsem nyina beto dwa wabra doctor Ose Kwame despite ebo ana kopie mu ne naso wabra na fisha de to so adusia bako na wo hye ho fa na Akan Ghana mampanyini kasa akire no Dr. Ose Kwame despite enso ede kakra episo
meda ayongofo ne anuafo mubeja me ase ene to so biem so meda yegyina ya papa kofo embebi atwam na se ne ofurika no yesate se ye nkyire no na nya adwuma ketwa wo ye kono na enim se bibi ketwa ye kodua ne hu se din na me kai se na ye ofa bi efe no wala no bebo na mane se ye nkyire bi ti no pa bi me da hwa na minya ko na me ba cho hani o se president kufoni mate se mo ye nkyire bi na wala be ka kyerɛ me nti mi hyebu nkran monye na ɔno be peta am so akɔhwɛ ekwan fa so kɔhwɛ de ye hu oba no free sie mrafi ni nkran sha no ɔhyɛ no ɛne ahoɔden kyerɛ da anka adwuma no kwa anka bɛka kwan bɛdi nkran sha ɔhyɛ ma enya kokuduro ye ɛsɛ nkyerɛ adwuma mi kai na yɛkɔgye 700 acres ye mu 600 acres wo de 1 acre ɛte sɛ kroma kra ɔka nkyerɛ factories a yeyi miensa e kan ho bi na za mo behel nso so afi bia wo hye mi nkran afi bia o hye mi o kanse mbapa kyerɛ me dina mafi we aso a ese me fi danger zone wo register ehun ni obi dina ese be ba ma o hyira me
Dr. Ose Kwame despite penyine kwankyere for that despite group of companies ano itira yeso da ye pa ne ena etwagu ansemi beto dwa eye wogefo bosome afi ahyase
na February bosome kro no amu eyade a ebra mampani abede che Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia Bawumia de data de eba beto dwa se sisi ade o my Ghana ye baba be ye policy bi eno ne ye good for oil policy na sa policy we no eye kwan be fa so na ne ye de sika akọ ne ye de akọ wo yere ne ye nso ye de aba ye kuro mu hanom ne nyina no betimi aboa ye mpa ama o man so atimi agyan na so wo nimpuntuo ensem mu nyina na asami beto dwa na titire ne the mass civil societies platform on oil and gas onansaye member edema CSO Alliance on Extractive Anti-Corruption and Good Governance Dr. Steve Mantel editu dwa say ebeya enkrata semu efa gold for oil policy ni nyina no womra mechire mu kwe kofi konfa nkyere Ghana de hye ne yente ase esan say ohuni se bibi ewo mu a enkoyi
nti we na ye challenge aban say ni policy document atadwumedi ne chine ewo he onfamra na nyina ye nhwemu medie die me hunu ne say tibia bia ye wo mu no ya na tibia no eboa ebinom ebimu nya mfaso ewo ho wo mu a enya mfaso wo tibia ne mu no ya na wo mu mpensa kyeraye sebe bibia dwurim wo no esum so wo ho dwurim no ekoso ewo sum mu enti no ye pese ye hyeren kanea ewo aban anamonto ne dwumedie na bia na nya ebinom de
where it is the mass civil societies platform on oil and gas on one side na Musa member CSO Alliance on Extractive Anti-Corruption and Good Governance Dr. Steve Mantel where yamani wofo William going to na boabu ansem no ano
na ojefo bosumi afia hyase no eno opanyina okasa de machiri nyamanyuko NDC lawyers mejefi opiem ontisi chirim se COVID-19 yare ni unity na Ghana ya fa honya sika papa na so busa Ghana mampena na ado ne MPP abansi sika no fa ahia o mo se o mabu mu aba.
Simple extrapolation and arithmetic and by parity of reasoning about 82.5 million Ghana cedis of COVID-19 funds were doled out to New Patriotic Party parliamentary candidates and constituency chairmen in all 275 constituencies across the country. How could the New Patriotic Party and the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government be so wicked and heartless? Clearly, these are a group of people who have no love for country, a group of people who have never been interested in protecting the citizenry, but only came into office to steal, to kill, and destroy.
Lawyer Samijan Fi openyene kasa e de machini amonyuko NDC. Wodi nsemi nyina tudwa woje fobosumi afi achase.
Na cathedral nsensem a onumonyamfo okudjeto abla kwade ba betu dwa na wo kire mu se Reverend Victor Kusibuatin hwem bia ba betu dwa se papa no sika bia fa ne nsase a ne nyina no ewo National Cathedral no emu no e na wo kire mu se ase mampani a yedin dododo efa ho ada mampani dia na ekoso onim bibi no mpese ye behunu ana ase mu awrem dodo ne nkasa ye no a wo mpese obepia abonten aba be kasa e de afa we nyina ho no.
President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so far has refused to speak on this matter. Meanwhile, we all know that this is his appointee, this is his confidant. President Akufo-Addo's silence on this scandal is too loud. His refusal to sack Reverend Victor Kusibuatin is unacceptable.
Eni ayeti ye ayemra shebedwani e de North Town abato mbeso ano onumonyamfo Samuel Okudjeto Ablakwa.
Ojifobusumi mu no ne betu odwa sa ban apa National Rental Assistance Scheme ehuntumo de ba beboa Ghana fo ene okwakope dan ahan na efeura sika mijini wo hwe na wo hu sika no enso a ene aba be so wasene na sika no watimetua e de amaye dan wura na ensem betu odwa ene owura afiri fa wo ware echirim se enhyehyɛ aban de abayi ebebo papa pa no ne de nsusuyem no hu ni se enhyehyɛ pa
Yadepa na National Tenants Union of Ghana yede enije esosa adwumadie mu na yebeboa ban so se obetimi ede aye adwuma but ade ba kwa ya na hia ye ne se bi program bi ba se ya ne aye no te se party sem ne amen wo ye we ni na wo ye we ni eno ne de Tenants National Tenants Union of Ghana ye se ye mpne so sa ye de ni di bibia process bibia eti se ne be hu se ne efata no nsaka
Ora Randolph Afrifa Oware nene eniensemi betu odwa ojefobosumi afi achase.
Na minority in parliament dom kuma omra shebedwam so de ensem koye de masoyafo hwe yesika sam so finance minister Unmunyamfo Kenoforiata say domestic debt exchange program njepa aban de aba so de ba hwe yesika sam agensere peden pateku ne ho nsenkan ye no womra no omra bebo mu nkyeremu mfa nkyerem na hwebedwa no esan say ya waye din wo ho na nkyeremu a wanfa ma meto emra hwebedwa no anim no emo mo nhyada enti ase e wo ho e na afensu wogiri se etia mra na sei enensem no wo mo editudwa.
Mr. Speaker, the details of the debt operation program will be announced soon to the public and the investor community after the necessary engagements with all relevant stakeholders, unquote. Mr. Speaker, these engagements have not taken place. Members of Parliament have not been engaged. This House has not been engaged. The individual bondholders have told us that they were not engaged. Indeed, the President had assured them a few days prior to the announcement that they will not be part of it. They will
Wey onmunyamfo Samuel Okudjeto Ablakwa North Town Shebedwani wono enegine dom kuma na namu a wode ensemi ekoye de ma asuafo a wo hwe yesikasem so na enu ache na asuafo abedi ache wo hwe yesikasem so Deputy Minister for Finance wono asa gina musa mra Shebedwani de ma etiwa East abato mpeso ano Erabna Osai Asaren so de tu dwa se 2023 budget statement ne economic policy a aban ne de baba tu dwa na omagye atumu ni nyina no yade a ni nyina no ebo domestic debt exchange program no echi dom entinye se bia yade a etia
Based on the budget that was approved, Parliament gave us permission to spend compensation to a certain tune, and it's the same with our borrowings to a certain tune, and then capital expenditure as well as goods and services. And for my friend on the other side to say that we are now going to borrow, these are funds that were approved for us to utilize previously, and government is saying I'm engaging with you to make sure that due to the conditions in which I find myself now, I will not be able to discharge what initially I had agreed with you. And Mr. Speaker, let me put it on record that the pension funds are not part of this exercise that we are doing. Just to correct my friend on the other side, pension funds are not part of the exercise that we are engaging now.
Eren Monyamfo eye abena osayasare wono yasuafo abede eche ohwe sikasem so emrahye bedwani edema etiwa east nene eno nenu ache eye emrahye bedwamu chiame onumonyamfo Urban Kings for Sumana Babin wono so ebo asam ne boa eto yadema business committee of parliament ese won monto nsamfamfre onumonyamfo kenoforiata na omra mepiem omrahye bedwamu na animanimu no ano omra mechirechire nsemu emfa domestic debt exchange program ne ho emfa nchire wo mu sade be ya won so akoma beto
policy statement and some details about the debt arrangement. Parliament is ever prepared to assist government to get out of this quagmire. And so what I can say now is that, like the church says, Roma locuta, causa finita est. Parliament has spoken, and that is the end of the case. The minister be scheduled by the business committee as early as possible, because this is an urgent matter if the pensioners are picketing.
Any ayati emrahye bedwam chiame Speaker of Parliament Urban Kings for Sumana Bagman.
Ojefo busumi afimu ena boku central amrasi bedwani wurumnyamfo mahama yarega pagya ne se omrasi bedwafie ne gasem na wo chirim se asrafo abado makogu boku sonko bo abambo ene wo sori aboko adehye se wo kumo mu ani na wo chirim se sa abra kura wo kasa na bofra kuma be wonya mfincha na edum bienu 12 years asrafo yekuno enti wo se omrasi bedwafie chame se wonpa obeduku na ne yekoso boko no onye mu ehwehwemu.
The Ghana Armed Forces did not deny the various killings. In a widely publicized statement, they mentioned that they neutralized armed men in Gosensi Valley that day. Mysteriously, they did not retrieve a single weapon from any of the alleged combatants. Their explanations are clearly untenable. Right, Honorable Speaker, the military in Boku have been inflicting brutality on both sides in the conflict. Both in the township and the outskirts of Boku, we now have evidence that the operational style of the military has evolved to include shooting and killing citizens that they have been tasked to protect.
Boku Central amrasi bedwani wurumnyamfo mahama yarega nene eni na ne kase achire no dom kese no ba no dani abedi echiri no nyamfo Alexander afenyoma kenso kasa be tudwa se ne yekoso oboko no besere se mo wonfanye amanyosem.
These words must catch our attention as legislators. These are the observations of the Member of Parliament of the very constituency that is under siege by the very people themselves, according to him. We cannot, as legislators, engage in blame game here, i.e. NDC against MPP. No, this is not a matter of government against opposition, nor opposition against government. From the words of the state maker of the statement, the individuals are making life difficult. I wonder how the MC is functioning. I wonder how the regional minister is doing his work. I wonder how the assembly members are working there.
Dom Kasiano Bano Dani Abedi Chiro Munyamfo Alexander Afenyoma Kens nene ene twegu ansami beto dwa ojefo bosome no mu afi emu. Na
February bosome kro no amu na yenya nti yese eye asase wosuo bi asi e wotaki man no emu ene na ano adin ye pa wonso mo yankomro de eti ya ne se Ghana de hye kronkron football akese pa Ghana Black Stars eye player ba ko Christian Achu twasam dodo na ye nyina ye nim se ye frɛ no Christian Achu ene dan ya watimu adwiri ma kyerɛ se adwira gu ne so mo hyase a ene don hwere be se aduonu nsia 26 hours akiri ena ye nya ne ntia se wo mo atimi ayi no apie na asɛm ne sisa ni amano bofo Salamat Kukwa Pentel ebo modern kopie mu ewo Achu wonu mu fie ewo ogbodwa eno no ashalibotwe eno won kramantamu enkuro nketu ani mu bi na okokoduru wonum ne nua pani sei no de ensem no tudwa
o mi akasa no de ne me was school na me gi fidi fi ewo enkoda no ho ti me ti asem no ma ja bibia to ho enti ska no kra me ni bibia fe na me dware course school asana me ma ja bibia me buy be home sisters no more fee me about me feel what down ho te mo bo mama ne na me so me dem coffee te me ko do feel no na ma da flat wo te ma do phone no na ma da flat ti anyimre bokro asana obi abe kan kire me so mo say o ma hu no radio te me ka jo so mo ja radio for enti o mo boa ti o mo kakra information ba ni so the way information na ba no be anokware ti mi so phone na ma for frame ti mi san free agent no back no so still o mo hu no enti e ya mi hihye mi na dawo e ya mi hihye pa
Eni ayeti eye Ghana footballer sabredi wanya ne be kwa ye nyina enim se ye man state barrier yakwa akokora na kama ni nua be ma ye Christian Atru nua be ma Reverend Isaac Tetwa Sam wono ne ene yeti na nu ache ye san eni onua be ma ni nua ba enso dwetwe enkomo edefa ne ho.
Oh, in fact, minam hokra no. I mean, also, minim se Ghana for do achusa. Because me kra yam ya wa mam.
Daradiase. Mi Ghana fase bibri. De o maye ye wadri ye papa. Ghana foni nyina ye nim se mu da achuse. Nyame hiro mu. Pa ye o mu bom achu no se na achu sore ye no. O mu adwuma nsore sa. Omo abrabom ni ama papa ni yedie kwa na emra omo abrabom mi da omo ase nyame onhira omo da
na yane ni nua ba ma eni onua ba na twetwe nkomo wie ye sa ne Madam Comfort Magbanya Injuvo enso twetwe enkomo na wono eye Atru ye ne maame wono nso ne nsem wo kan ye de fa ne ba ne ho eni
ba cha Atru ye mi ba mi sister ba mi ba ni maame yiche mi Aw, mi ukra bonachu wa akaye. Jese ye bibia no ne ni da so anu no. Mi tia service mi go to 2 times. Bia di ni hu da se pa. Adoya wo ye papa ye ka bibia ti nya me won je nu mami. Aw Ghana fo nya me hiramu. Ye ni abrochi ho na bo mu chen achu mami mu chen achu papa mu chen achu ni bibia ti de ma se. Mu hwe nu ma ne be ka yesa ne da chi ye fa na se mamu.
Eni ayeti eye Madam Comfort Magbanya Injuvo wono eye Atwitwa Sam ne maame we nyina no esi wo February bosome no emu nti Ghana de hia ya ansha dante asem papa wo February bosome mu sa na nso ye mabusua hyeden ye nka abusua ya ye mandem fadue nso
nkopon enkan ho bebi obia afia chase na ban ye di domestic debt exchange program hye ba ye nam so ma pensioners wo ho ekoka mu wo na abosome ne kwa animo no e no okobo dompem e wo finance ministry picket nchiri hu se wo mpene so nhyehyɛ aban e de ba no wo mpene so ma aban fa ne nsa enka won sika na enka ne chief justice Maame Sofia Kufuko ka won ho na Maame ne nsɛmtwerɛfo kasa no na wo kyerem se wodi ho ya papa pasa pensioner sika mbom e na aban e de be yesan hyehyɛ yi.
But these are all people who have worked. They have worked very hard. They could have left the country when others were going. They stayed. They worked for the nation. A lot of us are from the generation where you were always encouraged to save for tomorrow and all that. And quite a number of people here today, when they retired last 2 years, they've put everything into government bonds. And now all of a sudden, it's a contract, isn't it? And you virtually want to, at gunpoint, force them to agree with you that the repayment or the yield of their investment should be as you dictated. Why? Why are we in the mess we are in?
Enkani Chief Justice Maame Sofia Akufu nene eni ensemi bitudwa ojifo bosome no emu afi emu
na February bosome kro no amu no ene domestic debt exchange program aban no ehwese ye nhye pa wode eba behwe yen sika sem a age aguo na watimi ama na asori agane na so nyina na sapem my Ghana mpuntu sem ama na fa ne tuma pefra no na chese ene individual bondholders association na afi pensioners bondholders forum ekọ so a wo mo ekire mu se san nhye no a wo mo de aba no de na wo mo de ba beye enti wo mo ahunu enipa bia sika mfa mo nsa nka se wo mo abra wo mo jani pe wo musika papa bi di ato wo no mo wo musika no mo de wo nza bebo mo di ayeden da bia no de nya de on betwe de ama no enti kan Chief Justice Madam Sofia Akufu e kasa ye e de fa ho a wo kire mu se sa DDEP o se ho a no mo de aba no e ya de ye bogo so kra.
Some are a bit older than me, some are somewhat younger than me. But these are all people who have worked. They have worked very hard. They could have left the country when others were going. They stayed. They worked for the nation. And we've had our ups and downs and everything. But bit by bit, a lot of us are from the generation where you were always encouraged to save for tomorrow and all that. sometimes we've been through times when all your savings become nonsense because of some government policy. Then, over the years, bit by bit, people have become more confident in the economy.
Na kanite muafo pani former chief justice Madam Sophia Akufo-Addo nsem tu dwa no ene Owura Gabi Ochireda Akonso de nsem betu dwa no wo kire se maami nso eti wo mo ka asem de afa domestic debt exchange program ne ho ene mo e baba beboa ya wonso baba betena konwa mu wo no akopekete na akeka kansem ahu nya ene wo se Gabi Ochireda Akonso no ye hwan wo kura ye kasa na wo anu du bunu mu wo aban mu ma nwene ye ho abaka chem se me hu ahin wo de amekeka no.
He can decide on. He doesn't decide for me what I need to do and what I do not need to do. It's as simple as that. I don't have time for things like that. People like that are not important to me or to my life. It's a disturbance. And when I cannot fathom the reason for something being done in a particular way, especially when it's been done for others, but it's not being done for others, I start getting suspicious. I've grown to be to the age where I've seen it all, and therefore I easily become suspicious. Gabi Ochireda Akonso can call me paranoid. I don't care. We're talking about people, we're talking about human beings, we're talking about people who have served this country and have served well and served hard, not easy service. When you're not a member of government and you're calling yourself a member of government. Paper talks, empty talk flies with the wind.
Eti ma me na etu nsem ni bi de ma na Owura Gabi Ochireda Akonso paper talk unim ne na akeka sa abre no enti wotu bi de ma na enti February bosu me mu na sa nsem we nyina no yesiye
Ghana for Bekaya, what you for Busumimuno, and ye LGBTQI+ ho nsem. Sorry, papa, maimu. Na ebra LGBTQ+ ho nsem sorry ye no, ena ningo pram recibe ni. Urumina for some George ono so sorry ye, o komu kurum ha papa ye say LGBTQ+ hefa kurum ha won preso ne. O kira so ka ho, e mo ne central for side to just say. En sem no kwa kopie mo recibe fie. Na recibe fie ahwe na waye mra. LGBTQ+
We believe that within a week, the report of the committee should be ready for the final consideration of the committee, which will happen with the sponsors. And subsequently, we believe that within a 2 weeks period, that report should be ready to be laid on the floor of the House. So I can comfortably say that as sponsors, we have a debt of gratitude to the Parliamentary Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, led by the Honorable Kwame Ayimedu and the Honorable Bernard Ahiafo, for the yeoman's job they've done. It's been almost 2 years, 21 months of sitting by the committee, over 21 meetings by the committee, over 176 memos, very heated arguments and disagreements in private, in public, on the media space. I can say that not that we have a light at the end of the tunnel, we have reached the end of the tunnel.
Olumanyam for some Nate George ni na osachire mu biem. Say ensem wa konchire gu nkrata so ne kwoto Attorney General pono so no yi bi firim na ne yi firim nyina no o masa adwene ho biem ahye ne foforo a o mesan ede ahye mu biem.
In the intervening time, the issues the Attorney General has raised have been dealt with by consequence of the committee's work with the sponsors. And I gave the example of intersex, for example, which is what he had actually referenced in his memo, which has been taken out by consensus between the sponsors and the committee. And so most of the issues he had raised in his 19th October 2022 memo had already been dealt with by the committee and the sponsors. And
Olumanyam for some George ni nsemi betudwa waje fobusumi no emu afimu.
Na February bosu me kro no amu e na yinya ne nte yese Kanema Mpeni John Dramani Mahama ene 2020 presidential flag bearership weye wo prime minister NDC amanyoko no abie mu no nomination apono no wono nso akwa eye ne nomination form awe no yade a Professor Joshua Alabi ene regional chairman ahodo be sedunsia na jese wo mu nyina eka ne ho emom kokotu asika eno no eye 30,000 filing fee ai Kanema Mpeni John Dramani Mahama na jese wode ne nsa ehye ase a wo mkokọ peke form no edema no wode tu dwa se o my Ghana ye na mpente nkwatie mu enti enipa ye hwe animu so obeba betwitwa age ye no ama yesika sem so asan agina brane no eye Ghana mampani anase Kanema Mpeni John Dramani Mahama.
I'm here with my team to pick the nomination form for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. As you are aware, we are in very difficult times in this country. The economy is in shambles. In fact, you cannot even define the exact word for it. People are suffering, and the summary here is that people are crying for the National Democratic Congress to come back. Ghanaians are not only asking for the NDC to come back, but they are asking for a well-experienced leader. In this game, the current economic crisis in this country, leadership counts. And if leadership counts, then experience is the key. One who has done it before, and one who is very humble, one who shows love to the people, and one who believes in people-centered policies. I'm very confident that come January 2025, NDC will be forming the new government under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Eni ayetie Professor Joshua Alabi na enwahwe na NDC Election Committee Chairman Lawyer Kakra aye Esamwa wono so ede ensem ekoye de ma Professor Joshua Alabi wo kyeremu a wo se enya ade a wombeji photocopy eye forms ni nyina wombeji photocopy eji omo nhwe se womo ebe sign na afen so enhye ya edan wo nyina no wombedi so pepepe na bosome baako entem no womo submit na afei womo de abre womo.
Professor, we have received your money. So I hand you the receipt for your money. Thank you very much. And then the documents that you will fill and bring to us in a month's time in triplicate. Please remember to fill it fully. Remember to fill it accurately. And remember that at the end, when we have looked through, we will vet your candidate.
Eni ayeti ye NDC Election Committee Chairman Lawyer Kakra Esamwa na enwahwe no na esanso etu odwabie mu se Dr. Kwabnadufo wono so wohwe anim se si ahenefo a wo NDC amanyoko mu na je se sabre no enko mo nso ebetimi ato abade ama no wo mo primacy mu wono so kopeke ne nomination form emma ehonsem Madam Gloria Huze Ashanti Regional Women Organizer enso ede 7 to dwa
Ashanti Regional Women's Wing. And you decide this year, you better form some your papa, Dr. Kwabnadufo, and I buy and so what do you may? You wait, dear dance, you say, NDC party, you say Democratic Party, I'm happy. You don't must say, and yet, what do you may? You be my papa, Dr. Kwabnadufo, Saka, now obey be beyond super pepe. Yes, I dear ba.
Eni ayeti ye Madam Gloria Huze, wono eye Ashanti Regional Women Organizer nensem enwodi tudwa ebra Dr. Kwabnadufo ekopeke ne nomination form
Ojefo busumi mu Dr. Kwabnadufo ye se no kondo so tu franka ede ma tinyamo yuko NDC no kasa tudwa se Ghana sika ho nsem asai papa na se NDC amanyoko ni manya ne mugidie to abade ma no na wo tu franka de ma NDC a ene obeboa ma Ghana ayiye.
The economy broke before we left office. The total public debt of 35 billion cedis now is over 600 billion. When we left the city, 1.8 to buy a dollar. Now it's so much. 15 cities. When we left, inflation was about 8.4. We'll be able to bring all this back from 2025. We'll bring the economy back. And we'll see prosperity in 2 years.
Dr. Kwabnadufo penyini ankane no efutu samfo biribi atwemu so na waya amrado o my gene sika krabia Bata Bank of Ghana ojefo busumi mu na ne so adi hunu so opeso tu franka edema NDC en wodano edie
na February boso mekro no amu na owura bi a ye friend Steven Leroy apia wono so ede nsem bi tu dwa na nyina no efa Christian Atwu ho na wo hwe mu se Christian Atwu wanya ne ba bi ekọ na oyo bi a chase wo danso e wo nipa nyina mu oyo bi so ano mpe ne ho asem ene ayem ye nso de no ofa ne kwa enipa dodo a wo ye mfaso de de ma wo mabrabo mu nyina ba fi ne ye papa be kai ne ye papa na wo hwe mu se wono ada edi kan ya wo hu no no wo ka se akwa we Messi ankasa we Lionel Messi ankasa je say ye ntimi nkasa bia obi baba be bobo asene e wo my Ghana mu a ye be US nchen da biada we obi abedi akotini ye e wo bobo mu e wo Black Star so a wo de ho adon mu ni wiase nyina esan se de na osifa di ne bobo agudie enti ebra wo de ne nsam no eto yama ne bofo salamat kuku apentile ni mu no ensam no sei na ye je no
every Monday Monday special or Bauleshi Park. There was this short guy now, or higher pa those days now place na Jinamubi. So let me see, how they were Messi say wo Ghana na and ye born na me say Oseku for mo omuni no kasa na dey. So next time na me ba holidays na me say yes see obi abe hun wo park ni so into mafa na ko. Luckily ni so time na I was part of the Blaster technical team mini New Year Juma Kakra and Atwu. He was one of the coolest guys na ma hu camp. Nya bibia kan fa ni ho. Na ni match pa na de bia mi di kai no. Sa match na partition 3 goals no. And I think say that match na made hu ni ye pa. And before that match no, me come me room and me hu no corridor no. Na say ka chale and be ye. Na me say bra. Na en kasa. Na me ka jen say listen. And the match na e ko bo no. Depending on 3 players, and 3 players mean body, but you are one of them. You poor match no mu coach no, or by me channel say na player no ball left wing one I say your friend Ghana Messi. Aside with football no, na enemy. Do any charity works now or any sa nyama no enti at this particular moment I'm for be feeling because kofono mutadi adi wo kwansu obi a hope kakash atwinsem and there or this I hope ni na ko
asemu na so tachira mampro dan ya atwi se yete ne ehu ne foni ehu ne nneoma hodo a waye nyina enti na ene ayekotie ye Steven Apia Leroy na wo mudi be hye mfimfini ne de na asem ni nyina Steven Apia former captain Black Stars popularly known as Capito onu edi nim na no na Leroy nso de eti when one yama ne bofo salamat kuku apente na hwehwe nkomo woni fi a ewo East Legon ti Bauleshi ebro ne Atwu wanya ne ba bi ko ekonya nkasasie ni di nkomo hia ya na omudi omutuo ne ne ka ho no na chese wode tu nanim se ze de obobo wona no obeye Ghana Messi eti we nyina no esiye ewo February bosumi mu
Ojefo bosome ne da na etoso ensia ene Ghana enyane ntie se asase woso asi o my take mu na asase woso si take no Ghana amfa sempa amma esanse ye de hye ba ko kise na twitwa sam na je se dan adwire gu no so na bra asase woso si ye na betu odwa so opanyini kise na twu dan adwire gu no so no ena Ghana de hye ono so bobo wo China Shenzhen FC Mubarak Wakasu ede to Ghana fo nyina nso ba bi adu na no odin nti Ghana fo yembo mpaye pa e fanta crash no echi
ewu ya dia ebetui ewu mi se yentimi nkase eyade pa yeso a yentimi nkase eyade boni because ya bwa to ho amayin abra yi mbo asasi wiso yewo ni se tia oda on ye pia we yenchange o yin no mpai bo ni sempa e be kafa no obi anye perfect eye den ya baby wo ma wanye ni anase nyama bi wo ma wanye ni mekari se de pia me de oye ma di papa ba kwa na odi mi boni 100 sentiment paper o kwa di papa na wa ye ye betimi ayi ma me se ye be pompa ye ne aibo me betimi akwa ama me susu no ya ye kechire no me ya pompa ya pompa ye se yesu ye mre su ne be kwa ne akoni yi
Mubarak Wakasu obo Black Star wasabobo wa China Shenzhen FC and wadi nsami tuja Ojefo bosome afi emu mo adwenkyere
enya na adwenkyere no ekodia na ye hyase eye Ankoma Foster ye toa so kra na de amamu se Sadati dibie kwan mu dada Ankuma Foster actually mu a was say from debut we Ankuma Foster anameboa Ankuma Foster of Foster yerebi was say ye de enkabom e na afen so opepa e de ye na ebesi ye nyina no a eyade a ebepem my Ghana e de akonkan ye papa we eye Ankuma Foster ne nsem a wode aba no no e na Massa Wood Bantama tada that's we wakenkan yo
Massa Wood Bantama de no asa wakenkan de wa hanum ni nyina na asa wakenkan ne kwase ho no mu ana ma men kwase kakra mo de abegu ase ho no Richard Nelson or say God bless Dr. Kingsley Ajimai. Wono incoming MP Ebuakwa South constituency. Afe Hamza Moro or no so HSA or Shayen at the African Cantonment, prisons, barracks block, and near Kaka home. And Afe Virgin Chamensa or no so say or Shaye if you carry Richard Nelson or say any papa qua obetimi Eden Sachaye Abba Ede Ama Ebuakwa South constituency, Dr. Kingsley Ajimai. I'm sad to do one was that where the kind that in near Abia when you for a crowd or home, Mabit media to us or not to say, ye to a poor Eddie a free. Okay, any Edmondo Drew Boating Eddie Ababitum Edmond say, Unmayam for another pre MP so much wejiri. Or say, we no size what chow papa, and I jump on Eric or one henny. Obisase offer Kwamramafo. And a champion editor and I kese or more mo better o monka
ba ko bi nso say Sadat Mohammed deserve the best news reader award nti I was here the call them out Sadat one I was here the call them out we aye o say minka ajakum ono na de sa ensemi e baaye nti mo adwenche dodo no ano em say yakan e de amamo pa na foforo bi wo ho no ma besan de
da bi say afia hyase no January February awie anwumire no so no bosom ye toato aso so ebeba ebebu mu akosi say ibehwie ensembi todwa afenu mu nyina eno nti ya hyase ye bie kwan no nti ye firi mu eno no yenko sponsors no kasebo mu aseda no ye de ma MTN 4G plus uhia network ebebo na internet so dwumadie etumakọ wano de ama wa na MTN 4G plus na mekan for de ama wo tablenet say eye wo fie say wadwuma mu nya bi edisi ho no mo ebebo papa Suzy Herbal Center edisi bi men capsules abadwa so CB women capsules with jaso CB soup enso e with jaso we ye bema no num CB men we ye obanso no num CB women na wonanti no wo no epensie nyina no nanti eden eno nti oda mattress so a obre na etwetwe mattress ne sa epenasi say die agensemu kafra kono ko pay CB soup na oda fefa wonanti sa oda twen kakra ukodwari atwetwe wonanti ye ebo ne oton wodwaso no tobi ne fa twetwe wonanti be ye smooth e be ye kama pa wo sha hedema chacha wa obe feel say ampa onso wo ye oba wo ye obesima wo ye bema wo ye bememu CB soup dance here eno no obetumi abowura pharmacy herbal shop chemical shop bia CB men CB women and CB soap no benya bia to obetumi afre Suzy Herbal Center 0247111671 0247111671 and I say 0246578750 0246578750 Levels Herbal Limited and the Levels Natural Capsule sabejaso bema waye mre ewo mpamu kokudun se woma wuntimi ntwam enkosu hum eni oba bi atwam obefre no oba so de ma wakogu hwani ma ase under 1 minute ni nyina ano abawieye uhia Levels Natural Capsules bema osisi eye oya unia hoden e wokete so oba bi so ho no de unia tenka kura e wokete so unia Levels Natural Capsules na no ma hoden na ebeba atenka na ebeba bema waye mre osisi mu waye mre wona kokomu nyina aye mre ne be nyina afiri ho no mu ahoto ebeba nso behu ni se ampa oye bembe mu bo chemical shop herbal shop bia wonsa ebeka bi dodo mu dia na wabo ewura Repash Ventures o kanhia na se kolena herba ewukuma se obetumi afre Levels Herbal Limited in pin for 0599056033 0599056033 and I say 0599670402 0599670402 number chat 0208622918 0208622918 Levels Natural Capsules so taking men and women to a different level. Budget cash and carry and I for Blue James energy drink a BPM or my genemu. Blue James energy drink in a bag and a chapapa pabe fish dunu any echini ubisa mame ona na opapa wufie say 1 pence no energy drink ben umunimua obeka say a Blue James energy drink e buy a chapapa pa na Blue James energy drink no enti energy drinks bia unim dada no energy drink bo ho no ma ono mu a se bi cafe nko abo he na oho wo so say de che bi enye say na Blue James energy drink tie na Blue Jeans energy drink no ma wa hoden no nnuanu dura sa ye muma se ebe sisi ni pedua no vitamin B2 B3 B6 B12 ni nyina na bi wom taurine wom gurana ni nyina wom a ebebo na sisi ni pedua no ede ama wa enwani duro ene ede Blue Jeans energy drink enti enya nneama na akeka bom wa lab na ede ama ose genom enti wo Blue Jeans energy drink a ebebo awo ahode na akofom dwa so a wo hia Blue Jeans energy drink be ma na so oba ahode na akofom odwumadi awudi mu a wo hia Blue Jeans energy drink ebebo papa pa ne dudu mu a obetima free budget cash and carry limited 0208 128 190 0208 128 190 and I say 0550 010 000 0550 010 000 we need you be kwa so ya say prem to breka sebo ya kenkan de mambo ye je breka sebo ya kenkan ye din Sadat Mohammed Mene
Nanama akoma ejeni mbuatin na yaboafo eye ogboro nankasa Patricia Sefa Fisher afei eye Bella Danso na afei asemufu ankasa ba ko shejire wo
Elizabeth Jean
Jo Samba why Elizabeth J na wa baby akwa kwese Ajin Jo Samba holiday dey e was unso Jo Samba e bi nti
na wa ba adwuma
na wabusuafo ahunu se wa amfa baabi enzi womo na ebo ayema ye kenkan nsem ni nyina adema ammo na ye news editors ye nana ya okese de cardinal na afi ma me bia makwafo news wuti ebi Peace 104.3 Neat 100.9 okay 101.7 Ship House Abeka Junction hello 101.5 afi ya filling stations o my Ghana hanum na abrochi memu won mo fansem no bi de emawa na holiday bremu no ye twa ye hutiawa ye ba ye de ye enkaibo a ewo honom ebeto amoso koso anete Peace 104.3 adamu nyina mo ase amammo anitie.
Tune it in, turn it up, Peace FM, and rip off the knob.